Hey guys, in this video we're going to look at the Bemil coin crypto project website to see if it looks legit or if it looks like a scam. If you're here for the first time, go ahead and subscribe. I'm publishing new videos all the time. Also, this is not professional financial advice. These are just my opinions. Looks like these are all pretty much page jumps that link down the page. And then you've got a blog link. Let's go to the blog. Alright guys, so here on their blog it says that Bemil successfully raised $1.655 million from multiple venture firms listed here. Now, if that's true, that's pretty impressive, and that does establish a lot of credibility. Alright guys, so on their website, the first thing you'll notice is this big download now button. So let's click on that. Alright guys, so it looks like they have a mobile app on the Google Play Store that has a lot of downloads, 100,000 plus installs. You can see their first review was back in 2020, and then they started getting regular reviews starting in spring of 2021. So this app has been around for a long time. It definitely has mixed reviews. Some people seem to love it, others seem to not like it. It looks like they did a recent update that a lot of people are not enjoying. Lots of one-star reviews recently that you can see here. One of the newest reviews by Maganda says, "It's so hard to earn now. It becomes pay to play, not play to earn. The old one is much better." So it definitely looks like there is a real app called Bemil that's been around for a long time that a lot of people are using. And it looks like the company behind Bemil is making a good amount of money off of that app. It says here on the Google Play Store that it is a simulated gambling app. And it looks like the developer is based out of Serbia. Okay, it looks like they haven't yet developed the iOS version of the app, but they're working on it, it looks like. So it looks like this is a little video talking about the story behind the Bemil coin. Kind of fun. The audio is a little distorted, so their audio levels might have been a little bit off there, but overall, it's kind of a fun little video clip. One thing to me that's just kind of interesting, it looks like these three dots here have the same text, basically, where it says Clan War. And then you can see upgrading your characters, prison, upgrading your characters, gameplay, defense, upgrading your characters. I'm pretty sure this text right here in this paragraph is identical between these three screens. Also, these two dots, I think, also have the same text, where it's gameplay world boss, where it ends in planet renting system, gameplay spin and attack, planet renting system. So I think the text between these two cards looks like it's pretty identical other than the title. So, I mean, that's not necessarily a red flag, but it does decrease my confidence that the people took a lot of time to really polish this website. I actually do like their roadmap. It looks like they have pretty legitimate goals and they're very believable. Alright guys, here's the team. I love seeing first and last names and faces. One thing I wish they did, I wish they had a link to a LinkedIn profile where I could look into these founders. So I personally had a hard time finding these founders on LinkedIn, but I'm not going to hold that against them because not everyone uses LinkedIn. So it looks like Han Nguyen is the founder of Fado.vn. And here we are on the Fado.vn website, and it looks like a very popular Vietnamese e-commerce website. It looks like in the past they had over 1 million visits a month. So if Han is the CEO of Bemil Coin and Fado.vn, that does establish a ton of confidence right there. Alright guys, so I searched for video AMAs, and it looks like the Chief Marketing Officer, Mr. ANLY, is doing a video AMA on this video call. So this actually does establish a lot of credibility. It's wonderful to see a real face and name behind the project. Alright guys, we've got some advisors here, and then we've got quite a lot of backers right here. Now, I didn't take the time to look at all of these websites, but I did look up 590 Ventures, Basics Capital, and Vendetta Capital. For these two websites, I don't think I saw Bemil Coin mentioned in their portfolio, but maybe they haven't had time yet to add it to their portfolio. Also, I could only find a Twitter account for 590 Ventures. One thing that would establish my confidence in Bemil Coin a lot more is if they could hyperlink to evidence of their partnership, whether that's a tweet on their partner's Twitter account or a link to their portfolio on their partner's website mentioning Bemil Coin. That would establish a lot more confidence in my mind. Awesome, they have a privacy policy. Let's look at that. Alright guys, their privacy policy looks pretty legit to me. Themes seem to be lining up. Looks like they're using the correct web address and their parent company's name. Let's take a look at their pitch deck. Alright guys, I love how transparent they are about how many users they have, how much money they're making. 15,000 active users, 400,000 average revenue per month. That to me actually seems quite believable. I also love the fact that they've got influencers who are talking about Bemil Coin. And this is great. They show how many users they had in July, August, and September. Going from 4,000 users to 15,000 to 32,000, that's very believable. And I guess if they raised a ton of money, you know, they might theoretically be able to hit that goal of 1 million users. especially if they plan to use the funds that they raised to do mostly marketing, which it seems like they plan to do. I actually really like their pitch deck. Whoever put together their pitch deck seems to have done a really good job. So it looks like bemil.io was registered back in August. So from looking on their Google Play app listing here, right here has an email address, support@bemil.xyz. So let's go to that website. Alright guys, here we are on bemil.xyz. It looks like it's just a landing page basically encouraging people to download the app. Also, these are not linked to these social accounts. So this isn't linked to YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. It looks like it just loads the top of the page. So I mean, this is definitely associated with the app. It's a great looking landing page, but there's a few little things that could be fixed to help establish more confidence in their company. I do love how they have a terms of service and privacy policy here, and I also love to see a real address. Now, one thing that would add more confidence for me is if they could add a link on bemil.xyz to the bemil.io website. So that way I as an investor would know that Bemil XYZ and the Bemil app are behind the bemil.io crypto coin. Alright guys, if I had to give the Bemil coin crypto project a confidence score, I'd probably give it a B-. Let me just tell you a couple reasons why. So first off, there seems to be a lot of things going for the Bemil coin project. Number one, they have an app that's very popular on the App Store and seems to be growing rapidly. It seems like their company has real revenue. The team looks legitimate from what I can find. I especially loved seeing the video interview with the CMO on YouTube. And if Han is really the founder of Fado.vn, then that does add a lot of credibility to the project. Also, their blog mentioned raising more than $1.5 million. They've got some great looking advisors here and a lot of good looking backers. Now, the only reasons I would give Bemil coin a B- instead of an A, one of the reasons is I checked a couple of their backers' websites and it doesn't mention Bemil coin yet on their portfolio. Now, I don't doubt that Bemil coin has these investors and backers, but it would establish my confidence more in the project if they would link to evidence on their partners' websites or Twitter accounts that they really are behind this project. Also, if you look at the most recent published reviews of the Bemil app on Google Play, you can see they have a lot of 1-star reviews. So we've got a 5-star review, a 1-star review, a 1-star review, a 2-star, 1-star, 1-star. Maganda says that it's hard to earn now. Now it's more of a pay to play, not play to earn. Mark here says, can I rate this to negative 10,000 stars? Question mark. Marvid says this game is getting worse. If I can only give negative rating, I probably give this game a negative 5-star. So it looks like there is a legit company behind Bemil, but I don't have a very high confidence given how many low ratings and reviews they recently got on their Google Play Store listing. Also on their app's website, bemil.xyz, I don't see a link to bemil.io, and so it's hard for me to know if this website is 100% associated with bemil.io, the crypto coin. I'm pretty positive that it is, but if they could just add a link to bemil.xyz, then I'd be 100% confident that they're the same team and the same project. Also, on a couple of their websites, there was just a little bit of sloppiness, in my opinion. For example, these links not being hyperlinked to their social accounts, and there being redundancy between these 3 cards and these 2 cards. Also, this is just kind of a value statement, but I personally am not supportive of the gambling industry as a whole. I personally would not want to invest in an app, even if it's successful, if it's supporting the gambling industry. Anyways, thanks so much for watching this video. If you found it to be helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.